It was November 2008, and Pastor Chad and I were in Detroit at the airport, and we were getting ready to board a plane. And I remember asking Pastor Chad, Albania, why are we going to Albania? And we made our way to Albania looking for a project for Calvary to adopt. And we met up with our missionary friends, Michael McNamee and Doug Weber from Convoy of Hope Europe. And we began to look and search out some kind of a partnership here in Albania. And we stopped at a couple different places, and it just did not seem right within our hearts. And then we came to this small community in Albania, Frushkruja, the Grumbalimi neighborhood, right here where I'm standing. And we walked through this apartment complex, met the people, had a wonderful kids service, and we began to see a great need. A need not only for physical help and humanitarian help, but a need for spiritual help. And we toured this facility, we got into the van, and for about 2 minutes, none of us said anything in the van. And then all of a sudden, someone said, you know what, we could make a difference there. Calvary could make a difference. And that's what started this incredible project 5 years ago. And 5 years ago, we began a journey with this community, Frushkruja, Albania, this neighborhood, Grumbalimi, and God has done great things with the efforts of Calvary, and we are so grateful for this partnership that we've had here in Albania.
So, I am Fatih. I go to the Assembly of God here in Frushkruja. I have 3 years that I go to church, and I make the worship. I am a leader of the worship. So before, this was our old church, and we paid rent to stay here because this was not ours. So this church, here we have stayed 7 years, and here was very small, and we didn't have where to put everyone, because here have came many people, so we don't have where to sit them.
When we first heard about the mission here, they had tarps and concrete blocks covering the roof because they tried to stop the leaks, but whenever it did rain, they'd have to put plastic covers over the furniture.
When we first came here, we still do have a language barrier, but when we started to clean, the Albanian women, they came and they watched us, and then they seen that what we were doing was a little futile. So they taught us how to clean that room Albanian style.
That's right.
We got buckets of water and we put them on the floor and we cleaned the floor real well.
We were able to tear off the old roof and replace it with a concrete roof with torch down material, tar paper kind of, to cover it so that it's not leaking anymore and makes it a little bit more habitable for everybody, and improve the conditions quite a bit here.
We were able to use the room. We were able to have we did like a pantomime in the room. We sang songs in the room. We prayed and worshiped in that room. Mm-hmm. We played with the children in that room. So it was very special for us and for the children of Grumbalimi.
And one of the neat things now is that they were able to use it for children's ministry even after we left, and could utilize it with families as well as the children. So that was very special too.
With the help of a lot of friends, many hands made quick work. We had a bucket brigade get materials up there, and everybody was just anxious to help in any way they can, and it really helped us come together.
After a long time, after big changings, and now we have a new church, a beautiful church. We have too much space, and many believers are coming here.
Yes, it's true. Jesus is good. We have now a building, a very beautiful and wonderful building. It's for the first time, I want to say, the first time in Frushkruja we have a building, a church building, evangelical, Pentecostal. And this will be very powerful light for Frushkruja and for Albania and for missions in Macedonia and other countries, because God called this church to go and to share the gospel to all nations. This is the big purpose. But for this, I don't have very much words to say, but thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for doing these things for the gospel of Jesus.
Our hearts are just broken every time we have to leave, but what's special is when we come back and they remember us, and they're so glad to see us and to see how they've grown and grown in the Lord, and just to watch them continue to praise the Lord is exciting for us.
I've seen these guys grow up from little ones to big ones. He's now as tall as me.
They're very grateful people, and they're very cordial to us. They welcome us with open arms. It's a very humbling experience. And as much as we love them, I think they have love for us in their hearts too. Because they're always very glad to see us, and they're always very welcoming.
Yeah.